Hello, thank you for joining me. We're going to be doing some mobility exercises today to help keep you moving and keep you supple, get your joints all warmed up and oiled. So we're going to start with just, first of all, we're going to go quickly over posture. If you have a yoga block or even a small cushion, then grab it and just place it between your knees. We're going to place it just between the lower thigh and the knee area. Now get your feet facing forward and squeeze that block as hard as you can as you tilt your tailbone down towards the ground. So you're tilting that pelvis just very slightly. It's only millimeters of movement. You're just tilting that pelvis under, and you're going to continue to squeeze that block as you stand with your toes facing forward. So that's your posture in your lower half of your body. Just being mindful here of the shoulders. We're going to lift the shoulders up and down. So you imagine your shoulder blades like two little triangles on your back here. We're going to try to bring them down towards each other, towards the midline, towards the spine. So you're going to lift them to the ears, and then slide them as much as you can down towards each other. Keep squeezing that block and keeping that pelvis tilted under. The reason you're squeezing that block is just to help you keep your pelvis tilted. So it's not essential that you have it, but it kind of helps when you forget about your posture. So squeezing, pulling those shoulder blades down, palms facing as far forward as you can, but you don't want to be straining to reach your palms forward. We're just kind of try to stand naturally with an open palm, slide the shoulder blades back. All right, so squeezing that block, engaging your tummy muscles as well by pulling your navel in towards your spine, and that's not breathing in, you're not sucking your belly in, you're just bracing your abs. Take a deep breath in, raise your arms up as high as you can comfortably and lower them down. And again, raise them up as high as you can comfortably. That might not be up towards your ears, it might just be out in front, wherever you feel that natural level is. Squeeze up and lower. We're going to try to add a little bit of a swing, a little bit of momentum into that reach. Reaching up. Now really focusing on your shoulder girdle here. You're trying not to hunch the shoulders. So what happens is when you lift your arms, because everything is kind of all tense and tight in there, we tend to lift the shoulders as well as the arms, and we tend to come up like this. So what you're trying to focus on is reaching the arms and pulling the shoulder girdle down. So it's opposing forces. You're reaching, but you're anchoring through that shoulder joint. Pull the shoulder blades down and back. And again, swing. You might get a little bit further as you start to get a little bit warmer. Try to get up alongside the ears, that's your goal. But you might not be there now, so just work with where you're at. Be patient with your body, keeping those shoulders low. And we're going to do 3 more like this, reaching and anchoring and pulling the shoulders down. And come back to your starting position. With your palms nice and open if you can, tailbone is tucked, you're squeezing that block. We're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Now really reach that left hand down and try to imagine you're pulling that left shoulder down away from your ear. Being careful not to lean over. You don't want to cheat and lean to the left. It's literally you're reaching down and pulling that shoulder down. It doesn't look like much of a movement, but you're going to feel that stretch in the side of the neck. Come back up. Go the other way. Reaching those right fingertips down, pulling the shoulder down, and just letting that head drop as far to the left as you can. Breathing deeply, try to keep that breath nice and deep. Come up, back into center. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, you're going to imagine the shoulders, the collarbones sinking as the arms float up. Again, you might not get all the way to the top, that's fine, just come as far as you can with the control of the shoulder girdle. So again, we're going to float the arms up and imagine the collarbone here and the shoulder girdle. You're pulling that down as the arms float. Sinking. And out. A little bit quicker now. Sink the shoulder girdle, keeping that tailbone tucked, pointing to the floor. Keep squeezing that block. You're using those inner thigh muscles or that cushion, whatever it is you're holding on to. If you're not holding on to anything, then just focusing on keeping that tailbone pointing directly down between your heels. We're going to do 2 more here. Nice open shoulders. One more time. And we're going to come out to the side and we're going to stop around this level here. So you're in a nice T shape. You're going to bring the palms to face the ground. And now you're going to twist from the hip, bringing that left hand forward, the right hand back. Now squeeze the block and keep your hip bones facing forward. Come back into the center. Reach those fingers away from you so you're bringing length between your ear and your shoulder, and reach the other way. Twist it out. A little bit quicker. We're going to add a little bit of momentum, but be careful you don't start swinging in the hips. You want these hip bones, keep going while I'm talking. Keep these hip bones facing directly ahead. Imagine there's 2 headlamps on them and you want to shine them right out in front of you. So don't let your body swing, just twisting from the spine, twisting in that spine. And as you twist, you reach out. So you're bringing that length. Lift the breastbone, keep the shoulders low, keep going. We're going to do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come back in the center. Just shake out those arms. Roll the shoulders. Loosen up in the neck. Take a deep breath in. Raise those arms up. Sink the shoulders. And now pull your elbows down in towards direction towards the ribs. Palms face forward. Lift your chest, but tuck your tailbone. It's tempting to arch the back here. So keep that tailbone tucked. Lift the chest. Out to T. Out to W. And reach. W. T. W, reach. And all the while, you're really spreading your fingers, stretching in those hands, getting the palms nice and open. And you're reaching as far as you can. When you reach out to the side, back, reach up to the ceiling. So you're actually really working those arms quite hard. You're activating all those muscles, but you're moving in that correct pattern. So you're keeping those shoulders down. We'll do 4 more like this. Keep squeezing that block. Keep anchoring through the heels and the balls of the feet evenly. And we're coming out to T and bring it back. Open those palms, shake it out. All right, so your final shoulder mobility exercise, we're just gonna start to swing that shoulder. So we're gonna come to the right side first. Left hand is hanging by your left side. You're gonna start to swing that right shoulder forwards and let it swing backwards. Almost like it's a big heavy weight, a pendulum swing. Now be careful you don't start leaning to the right here. Keep the body upright, keep your chest up, shoulders down. And we're going to try to swing. Now try all the way around this time. Big circle. And you're going to have a little bit of a twist in the upper spine, in that thoracic spine. You're bringing that breastbone slightly round to the right, but you're trying to avoid that twist. The movement should be in the ball and socket joint through that shoulder. We're going to do 3 more here. And last one. And now let that arm hang. We're going the other way. So swing it back. Swing it back. Get that movement. Anchor through the heels and the feet evenly. And swing it all the way. And again, you're trying to avoid a big twist in the body. You are going to get a little bit of movement. But you're trying really hard just to keep that shoulder relaxed. Keep the shoulder girdle low and just swing that arm around in a big circle, reaching with the fingertips all the time. Getting that nice movement. It's getting all that synovial fluid into the joint, basically oiling your joints. You literally are doing that when you give these joints this nice big range of motion here. You got 5 more here. Reach around. 3 and 4. Last time, and you're coming back in. Shake it out. Remember, you're trying to stand with an open palm. We tend to stand with our knuckles facing forward and our shoulders hunched. So really getting those shoulders back and opening the palm. Tuck that tailbone, start swinging that left arm. Just let it swing like it's a heavy weight. And when you feel ready, go full circle all the way around. Again, you're opening that breastbone up to the ceiling. Keeping those headlights on the hips, shining forward. Keep reaching up with those fingertips, sinking. Visualize that shoulder sinking. The whole shoulder girdle is low and anchored down. Swinging it round. Keep it close to the body. You don't want to be swinging out here in a big circle. You want to keep this arm up close to the ear as you circle. So now you know you're going to get that full range of motion in that joint, in that shoulder joint. We're going to do 3 more. Keep squeezing that cushion or block or anchoring the tailbone, and then we're going to start swinging back. So you don't have to go full circle to start with, just get that movement and then all the way around. Straight arm, reaching fingers, anchor the shoulder. It's a lot harder work than you think because you're isolating that joint. You're really just oiling it up. You're using all these shoulder muscles, which are not used to it. So just take your time, go slow if you need to. And if you don't want to do the full circles, then just stick with just the swinging here. Because eventually you're going to be able to comfortably get round. Keep the arm alongside the ear. 3 more. And last one. Come on down, standing back in that open palm position, tucking the pelvis. Take a deep breath in. Bring those arms up into that W position. And now squeeze your shoulder blades as if you're trying to touch them together. And release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. So you're working the upper back muscles here that tend to be all stretched out and open as we're hunched over our computers or sitting in our armchair. We tend to stretch these upper back muscles out and lengthen them. And we tend to be really super tight through the chest muscles. So by doing this, we're reversing that. We're squeezing the shoulder blades back, activating the back muscles. And as you do that, you're opening the chest out and stretching those chest muscles. We'll do 10 more of these. Squeeze as hard as you can. Really try to get control of these shoulder blades. Squeeze them back. Squeeze. Try to keep your elbows up around shoulder height, but keep the shoulders down and anchored. That's the key, because people tend to do this and it's really, really bad and sore in your neck. So really try to keep those shoulders anchored, squeezing it back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. You can remove the cushion or the block now, and we're going to come onto the hips. So into the hips, we're going to grab a chair, have a chair handy, and use this to balance. We're going to start in the in the right leg. We're going to balance through the left. So tuck that tailbone under. Remember, we're not like this. We're just tucking the tailbone, but you don't want to go too far. You don't want a little pancake butt here. You want to just have that tailbone pointing to the ground. Hip width, feet face forward. Anchor the shoulders just like you did when you were using the shoulders. Palms are open. You're using this chair as balance. You're trying not to lean on it and let all your weight go in here. What we want to try to do is send the weight down through this left leg and make the left leg do a little bit of work while we open up the right hip. So you're going to hold on to this chair. Get close enough to the chair so you can stand straight without leaning over. And we're just going to start, same again, just swinging that leg, that right leg. Swing it back and forth. So again, we have ball and socket joint here, and we're just oiling it up, getting that fluid in there. As you move it, that's what encourages the fluid to flow. So that's why movement is so important. Every day, you should be oiling your joints with movement. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to swing this knee up and hold it. Try not to lean back. Try not to lean into the chair. We're really trying to balance through this left leg and just use the chair just to make you feel a bit safer. Flatten the foot so the sole of the foot is facing the floor, like pressing down towards the floor, nice and level. You're lifting this knee up towards the ceiling. You can feel it working in here in your hip flexors. We're going to swing it back and hold. So as you've swung back here, you feel a stretch through the hip flexors and you're pushing your heel up towards the ceiling. Be careful that you're not leaning too far forward and doing this. You want to keep the breastbone upright. You want to keep the spine straight. So you're literally just pushing the heel back and activating your glutes, your butt. The stronger your glutes can be, or your muscles in your bum can be, the more stable your hips are going to be, the less pain you'll have in your back. All right, and from here, we're going to swing forward again. Just loosen up, let it swing. Okay, get ready. Hold the knee up to the ceiling, sole of the foot facing down. If you can let go, let go. You don't have to hold on. You want to challenge your balance, challenge it. It's totally up to you what you want to focus on. If you want to focus on the balance, or if you want to focus here on this, pulling this knee up as high as you can. Don't let that compromise your exercise. And again, we're going to swing it back, engage the glutes, lift the breastbone, spine is straight, and you're just engaging those bum muscles. Push your heel up to the ceiling. And now swing back and forward. Loosen up the hip. We're going to do that one more time. Lift the knee, hold. Balance here if you can. Remember, you're nice and tall. The shoulders are anchored. Your breastbone is lifted. And now swing it back. Hold. Engage the glutes. Remember, you're working this area here, keeping your breastbone up, spine straight. Holding on, but not leaning forward. Really just pushing that heel up towards the ceiling. All right, and swing it back through. Swing. Loosen out the hip. And now we're going to hold that knee up. We're going to put the right hand inside that right knee and open it out to the side. You can really feel that left leg working. That's all good. Flatten that foot out. Come back into center. Open it out. Anchoring the heel down towards the earth. Lift up through the breastbone, anchor the shoulders and center. One more time, open it out. Well done, stay with it, keep breathing. And back. Just step it out, walk it out. We're gonna swap sides. So, and remember the chair you're using should be pretty sturdy. You don't want a little flimsy chair that might fall over. Make sure it's gonna be able to help you balance. Okay, exact same thing. We're gonna swing that left leg. Remember, you're standing close enough to the chair so you can stand straight without leaning to the right. Get ready, we're going to stop that knee up nice and high. Flex the foot so the sole of the foot faces the ground, knees pushing up towards the ceiling. You're engaging your lower belly, you're working the hip flexor, you're standing tall. Now swing it back. And we're going to hold it back here, pushing the heel up towards the ceiling. Remember, you're working the glutes, flexing the foot. By that, I mean you're pulling your big toe into your shin, tall and straight in the spine. Lift the breastbone. Get ready, swing that leg. So you don't need to turn, I'm just turning to show you. I guess you figured that out. All right, keep swinging. Bring the knee through up to the ceiling. Flex the foot. Again, if you want to let go and balance in that right side, go ahead. It's quite a lot of work in that balancing side, so you are stabilizing through all those hip muscles. And swing it back. We're going to hold that back, push that heel out the back, lift. Straight in the spine, but you're lifting as high as you can through that heel. Get ready, we're going to swing back through. So you let go of all those muscles, everything is loose. You're keeping the leg nice and close and hip width apart. Lift that knee last time, flex the foot. And then you're going to swing back and anchoring, pushing that heel up, anchoring down through that right heel, lifting that left heel to the ceiling, nice and tall in the spine. Really works and engages those gluteal muscles. Super important for your posture. All right, now swing this knee through. Bring your left hand inside the left knee and open the hip out without twisting in the spine or the body. So if you are only getting to here, that's fine. Get to where you get and hold it. You can let go, you can balance with the chair. And back in. And again, open it out. And back in. Last time, open that hip out. And come back down. Just pedal it out. We're going to take the feet just a little bit wider here. Deep breath in, reach up. Trying to get the arms alongside the ears. Now we're going to sink back down, reach forward and sink down into those legs. Reach up. Sink the shoulders, tuck the tailbone. Again, bend the knees, push your bum out behind you and reach up. Now if you prefer to do this with a little bit of balance, you can always do this against the chair. As you come down, hold on to your chair. You're pushing your bum out behind you, super elegant pose. Just like you look like a little duck, you want to stick your butt out as much as you can and drop your weight into your heels. So none of this pressure is through the knees. All of the weight is back in the heels. So by holding the chair, you might be able to do that more. And squeeze up. We're going to do 3 more. And again. Reach, last time. And reach. Nice big circle in that breath, in the shoulders. And 2. And reach. Well done. All right, give yourselves a little clap. That was your mobility workout for today. And I will be doing more of these if you want them. We will do different exercises, and I'm trying to keep these short and sweet, around 20 minutes. I know we've just gone over today, but that's my goal. So let me know if there's anything that you particularly want to work on. That was a very basic, very run-of-the-mill, good for everyone to do. If you want me to do a chair stretch or a chair mobility, let me know, and we'll get it done. All right, take care, my lovelies. Bye.